I'm Nancy Grace. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. Breaking news of the desperate search for a 2-year-old Florida girl, Kelly. Stunning details continue to emerge from the crime scene. Bombshell. Could the case have been cracked 4 long months ago?
Stunning details today in the case of missing 3-year-old Florida toddler Kaylee Anthony. The utility worker who found the remains believed to be that of little Kaylee had called police at least 3 times in August to report it.
I'm going to speak right now with the representative from our field services facility. Hi, everything is recorded. Here he is. How are you doing? So, I'm with Busy Police and Human.
What's the location?
It's right off of Suburban and Chickasaw, the Kelly Anthony area. Right by the...
An Orange County Sheriff's Office spokesperson says a deputy was sent out to the site 4 months ago, and they are now investigating the new development.
On August 13th, he actually meets with the deputy out here at the scene, takes him into the wooded area. The deputy does a follow-up of the wooded area where he saw a bag. What we're going to trying to determine now is the thoroughness of the deputy's response.
Local investigators and the FBI will continue to search the area where the skull and other remains of a young child were found. A police spokesperson said officers will remain at the site for at least another day, while photos of the crime scene itself has just been made public.
She's going to need all of us, so I don't need to be strong. You need to take care of yourself. I was just doing that. Like I told Lee, you need to eat, you need to sleep. You need to take care of yourself. She's not going to hurt you. No. I told you in my gut. I know she's still okay. I can feel it, Mom. I know she's still okay.
Straight out to Jessica D'Onofrio with WKMG. Jessica, thank you for being with us. Jessica standing by at the location where the little remains were found. What can you tell me about the same meter reader calling in the tip 3 times back in August?
Well, Nancy, back on August 11th, he called a tip into Crime Line. A deputy responded out here to Suburban Drive. They didn't meet with him at the time. They cleared the scene. They left. Then on August 12th, he calls in another tip. This time it goes to CID, the Criminal Investigations Division at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. It gets passed along to a detective. That detective looks at records and sees that cadaver dogs have already searched here, so the detective doesn't feel it's necessary to respond out to the location. Now we're on August 13th. He calls in the tip again to Crime Line. A male deputy, responds out to the scene here on Suburban. He meets with the utility worker this time. It's the first time he met with the deputy in those 3 days, and the deputy does go back and does look, but then leaves for some reason. Also, he's backed up by a female deputy who pulls up, and she's waved off by that deputy, and he says, I have this scene covered, no need to worry. And that's all there was. They left, and now we're, to this day, a week ago on Thursday, he comes back out here. He's curious. He used to work in this area. He was reassigned at a certain point, but now he has been reassigned to this area again, and he was curious. He went back there, he looked, and he found what he found. He found the remains of a small child. Now we're still waiting to hear, is it Kaylee?
Okay, let me get this straight. Jessica D'Onofrio joining us from WKMG. She's there at the scene where the remains were found. The first day he calls in, the cops get there, and there's no meter reader, so they leave. Right?
Correct. The deputy responds, they leave.
Yes, no. Okay. Second day, he calls in. He's still saying, look, people, there's a bag up there. And he calls in, and they look at their logs and see cadaver dogs have been in the area before, so nobody goes out. Okay, nobody goes out.
Correct.
Third day, he's like, okay, I'm going to call again. He calls, and the cops come. Here's my question. When the cops come, did he take them up to where the bag was, or did he point and go, it's up there, and leave? What went down?
Well, we're still asking those questions right now, Nancy, and that is what this investigation is about. That is what the Orange County Sheriff's Office is looking into, that specific deputy and how thorough he was. What exactly did he do? Did he go back there and search? How far did this meter reader take him back? So that's what we're waiting to hear. It's under investigation.
Or did the meter reader even take him back? Did he meet him there by the side of the road and say, it's right up there, I got to get back to work, let me know what happens. Let's unleash the lawyers. We are taking your calls live. Joining me from the Atlanta studio, Eleanor Dixon, felony prosecutor specializing in crimes on children and